Hey people, how you doing? Mississippi Survivor here. I've been very busy. And let me turn this down, 'cause I know last time I had the wind, I couldn't hear a darn thing, so let me turn this air conditioner down so you guys can at least hear me on that. I don't want that to be so loud you can't hear nothing I'm saying. But again, I've been very busy doing some things, trying to make things happen. Excuse me, y'all. See, can I get you, brighten you guys up some more here? But it's it's been a lot going on. I've been accomplishing a lot of things going on. First, I'll say thank you to my subscribers and everybody that supports me. You know who you are, and you know who you're not. So I want to say thank you to the people that really support me and that really has my best interests at heart. I got so many different topics and situations right now. I don't even know where to freaking start. It's insane. I need to get back to making more material so my brain don't be so full of knowledge, information that I need to spit out. I feel like I'm a bust open. There's just so much stuff I want to say. First off, nope, I'm not even going to go that route. I'm going to stay out of that route, and I'm going to get back to that later. I got some other stuff I want to talk about. And one of the things I want to talk about is, which is going to be the topic of this whole situation, is why is it that they destroy all that's good? Everything. If it's something that's good, or if you go, I'm going to be simple. If you go to the grocery store and there's a pack of freaking sausages, and the pack of sausages is the bomb, tastes wonderful, they did it just right, wrapped it just right, pricing is good, come back in 2 weeks to a month, they done changed the whole thing. Now it ain't just regular sausage and regular sausage or pecan, and I'm gonna call a particular name pecan sausage. It just disappeared. Now you come back, they done changed the name. Now it's pecan sausage with cheese and grits, and I'm like, saying that to say why they destroy everything that's good. If it's something that's gonna benefit us, something that's gonna help us, whatever the case may be, they find a way to screw it up every time. Do y'all remember when Facebook Marketplace used to be wonderful? Facebook Marketplace used to be the place to go. You can get any and everything that you want now. At the time, you can get in and everything you wanted. Now, Facebook Marketplace, oh my God, it's a hot mess. You can't get 80% of the stuff that you used to be able to get before. They done put so many restrictions and broke so much stuff down. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't get this, you can't get that. What was on that saying? Oh, yeah, another thing I hate they did. Now, on the marketplaces and places where you, there's several of them, 4 in particular that I know of off the top of my head. But when you go to these places and you selling your items to people, now, please tell me where this makes sense at. This makes 0 sense to me. I'm going to sell you an item, right? You ain't going to pay me for the item. You going to get the item. Decide if you like the item or if you're going to say you got the item or whatever the case may be, then you get back to the person and say, oh, I received the item. They could have took the item out the package, played with it, took it down to Barbara Ann's house, took it to Little Joe's birthday bachelor party, anywhere. And then I'm going to go back to Facebook or whoever else, and I'm going to say, hey, yeah, I got this package. Now, I got to pay you. What? What kind of new society sales market foolishness is this? Why is it before, I don't know what planet these folks from, but where I'm from is if I got a pair of socks and you want a pair of socks and I tell you that pair of socks is $1.50, dang it, you better be getting ready to give me $1.50 right now. Not next week, not when you feel like it, not after you unwrap it and lay it up under the cat and smell it and try them out and see how your feet gonna contour to it. I don't care about none of that. When I give you these socks, I want my money. Now you gotta wait. And you not only that, you gotta wait till they decide they want to let a person know if you got it. That's crazy. And then on top of all that, at the end of that, you still get then you got a percentage coming out on top of it. Insane. People are walking around clueless and what's going on, and like they just. When this much stuff is going on and you see is going on and you act like you can't see it, I call that special ed. That's what I call it. Something wrong with you. When everything like now, it ain't storming outside. Let's go have as much fun as we can. That is what's wrong with society today. Oh my God, it gets on my nerve. All you want to do is freaking party and have fun and have a good time like it's your life. You bunch of selfish, freaking just selfish, immature as it can be. It ain't nothing wrong with having fun, but God dog, man, you got kids, grandkids. Who is taking the time to try to build up some generational wealth for their family? Who's going to be the running starter to try to do that? Who going to do that? Everybody is for their stinking self. Freaking selfish, and it makes me sick. Everybody for themselves. Selfish. As if no other is coming behind you. No generation is coming behind you. You always want to talk about the generation that come behind, but what are you doing to perfect the change for the generation that's coming behind you? Not a dang thing. Nothing. Well, are you trying to see what you finna get next? What kind of car you finna get next? If the sunshine past 2 days, you want to go to Las Vegas. What is this, a fantasy about going to Las Vegas? What is it? You gonna do nothing but go down there and lose your money? It's rigged, people. You ain't gonna win nothing. If you win something, they ain't paying it. Some other dummy that they took the money from, they took it and gave it to you. Believe me, they'll never lose. They'll never ever lose. Trust it. Use your brain a little bit. Besides for a rat, use your brain. I just can't put together for the life of me how we got this selfish and how we got this freaking entitled and spoiled and freaking. I don't understand it. It makes zero sense to me. And the thing that the world that they do is make it like everything, like they try to normalize everything. Oh, let's normalize this here. You know how you normalize things? And for the people that don't know, for the stuff that y'all know, I ain't writing, y'all see it every day on TV. Now, you tell me I'm lying. the way they normalize things, and anybody with common sense would, is put it in your face every single day in some type of application or situation or TV show. Put it in your face every day until you see it so much and you're like, hell, this is normal. It's gonna happen. Now you find yourself like, yeah, it's cool, big, man, that man, it's alright, just go ahead and do any old thing. They normalize it. If you know what I'm talking about, you can look at shows now and you can see that this happens in every single show. No show I know of on TV, nowhere, unless it's antique. It's nowhere they show every single time this sex with this sex, this sex with this. I'm like, this is ridiculous, dude. That's how you normalize things. That's how it's done. But again, we too blind to see it. I've been researching and hearing so much foolishness. It is unreal. They've been making the veggies and now they're making the meat. I'm like, how do you just make up a meat? Where is it coming from? What's the animal? Ain't even no animal. You don't even have an animal. You just making up meat? You making up vegetables? Everything pure, they have to touch it and mess it up. Everything. If it's pure, let's go mess with it. And some people so naive, they still think that these waters coming in these bottles from the falls of Niagara, from the depths of the Philippines, the tip of Hawaii. You biggest dummy I ever seen it. Do you believe it? Do you actually believe it's coming from there? Who gonna go top it up? Who gonna put it in the bottle and bring it back over here? And even if they got it from down there, by the time they make it back down here, it'll be so contaminated it won't even be worth drinking. When they get through moving it in here and putting it in this machine, moving in this container, putting that plastic container, go from this container to some plastic bottles, let's top this up, let's keep it in a hot warehouse, then we're going to put it back in the cold. Man, that water won't be worth a dime when we get it. You better start using your brain. I take the water and I test it and I see what it is. I test it and I see what's going on. If it's worth drinking, I drink it. Some stuff be acid. You come out better just cleaning your own water. That's what I do. I just clean my own water and drink whatever I clean. I grow my own food. But I'm going to tell you something. When you're talking about growing food in Mississippi. Growing food in Mississippi is a beast. I'm like, what you mean? What you mean? You just put in the ground? A lie. That don't work like that. Yeah, you can put in the ground, but you got to deal with all the different types of... And then you wonder why they spraying. I was spraying the crops and stuff that's out here right now. See what I'm talking about? They produce all this foolishness. Man, Mississippi got more different types of breeds of bugs I ever heard or seen in my life. Right here. And they make all this stuff up. Now you got to spray the crops with all this poison just to kill the stuff that y'all made up. So now you got to kill it, kill all the stuff off. Now you got to kill it and then put the stuff on the crop. We got to almost take our crops when we get them or buy them from the store and put them in the washing machine and wash them and then dry them before we even eat them. It's crazy. For stuff you made up, it's a thing called soil gnats. And if you look it up on YouTube, soil gnats, two kinds. If you look it up on YouTube, they're going to make it seem like it's so harmless. Hey, how is it so harmless when this thing, it dies, in a couple days, but it can produce like 1,300 offspring in between that little bit of time? That is not harmless to me. And you know what it do? It feeds off the plant and feeds off the roots. So, I'm going to tell you, I grew quite a bit of stuff. I grew some celery, some onions. No, not the onions. I did the onion somewhere else. I did several different plants. And the celery, I took the celery from the store bought and planted it, and it grew back. I'm talking about it was beautiful, nice and green. I said, I'm going to eat that. I came back in a week, that thing had laid down. And I'm like, I must not give it no water. So I gave it a little water, didn't make no difference. When I found out, I said I was going to saturate it with water and let it drain out the bottom. There when I seen all the nets and stuff coming out in the soil. They was up in the soil. So I was upset because I lost quite a bit of crop. Because I planted quite a bit of stuff, So I even had the issue even in the house. I don't care where you got them at. In the house, outside, they still gonna get in there. Don't joke bad. Just like fruit nets. Be in your sink. They gonna get in there anyway. You just gotta know what to do. I learned what to do. It was several different options to take. So if you having that problem with them nets, get you some peroxide, mix it with some water, and pour it over in the plant. It ain't gonna kill the plant, but it sure kill them nets. I do that. If I'm outside, I use some 7 Dust. It's just that made it now that you almost gotta use something to keep the bugs from killing up or eating up all your stuff before it even grow big enough for you to even eat it. And I mean, it's all in the plan. They know what's going on. They know what they're doing. But people just don't want to listen to that. I keep trying to tell them same thing. I'm gonna keep saying it. You gonna get it or you ain't gonna get it. One or two. You gonna have to get it sooner or later, because when it all stop, when they stop saying something, they just stop. And then if you look around now, they ain't saying nothing now. They just doing stuff. When the last time you went to the government and asked the government for let me say, how do I say that? Now, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna take that back. When the last time you went to fill out some paperwork, per se, and you had to go through 96 pieces of red tape and still got denied? How many times that same entity has just taken away from you? They don't ask you your name, how old you is, did you like me? They don't care about none of that. They just take what they want, but we can't do that. We got to go through a lot of red tape and still can't get it. All these hidden codes and foolishness that keep us from getting it, but when they want it from us, they just take it. Don't you know we are the reason that they are operating? They wouldn't be able to operate without us. If I say banks too. Banks can't operate without us. But we let the banks control us instead of us controlling the banks. A bank, all they do is take your money and if you put $150,000 a day, they're going to take your money out and they're going to borrow against it and do all other kind of stuff with it. And then when you get back your money, you get ready to take your money out, they're supposed to have your money back in there so you can use it. It's insane. That's what they do, lend your money out. Then they'll crash, so-called crash, and lock up all the money. There's a couple of banks that just closed down. Man, them folks reopen up in a different name. Them folks ain't crashed nowhere. You better use your head. It's just like you down the street. I'm never going to Walmart again, ever. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. You ain't gonna go? Cool. They'll just put 13 stores down the street with a different name on it, and you going to Walmart. However you want to say, you still gonna get them the money. It ain't that easy. I remember growing up, my parents was like, boy, you don't know what a stage plank is. I said, yeah. I said, he stage plank. He said, that ain't no... He said, that thing, they done shrunk it down. That ain't the real stage plank. I said, it look like it's a nice size cookie. They cook it about like this. Oh, boy, stage plank was this big when I was coming up. Boy, real stage plank. That's a real stage plank. That ain't no stage plank right there. Well, they can take a nickel, 25 cents and buy groceries. Oh, what? Man, you might not even show 25 cents in the store. You ain't finna get nothing. You can barely get a peppermint for 25 cents now. Peppermint probably cost 32 cents. It's insane. But things have been gotten. It's just getting worse. It's way out of hand. Nobody wants to store up like they're supposed to. The minute they give you one good day of sunshine, you stop everything you're supposed to do. And then when a storm come through, then all of a sudden we need this, we need that. Everybody want to run out to Wally World at the same time. And then they fight over the last pack of bears, doing kung fu chops and jumping off top of canned goods with a leg, trying to hit somebody across the neck. It's dumb. When you can go out there today, while everything is fine, and go get it. And be stocking up a little bit at a time. Oh, no. We just won't do that. We won't do it. And I don't understand what is it going to take for us to wake up as people and see what's going on.